Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith of Smiths in the Black, and a little bit of a lackluster day again. So, if we go to SPY, you're going to look at this 60. You got an inside 60, so that's something. But you can see these last few days on the 60-minute, just nothing, just chop, chop sideways, and now we're right in the middle of it. So, how do we get out of this? Is the question. Still have that weekly 322. That's still good. And coming into the end of the week, you're still skirting towards the highs of the week. So not the end of the world. It's just for trading. This has been a little rough. So until we can get out of this, discernibly, uh, not a mucho. So here you can see it on the daily. So, like I said, not the end of the world. Yesterday did go down at the end of the day, so we got a little more action there, here, but no follow through, nothing like that. Then a gap up, now inside on the 60, so we'll see if that 60 can get anything going. If you go to QQQ, now this could be a little more interesting for Monday because you have still an inside week and you got a lot of distance to not be that. So it's looking like an inside week. We're closer to taking out the weekly highs when we come in next week. And yesterday was an outside day here. Took out the highs, took out the lows, and now we gap up and go inside day. All right, let me see. Let me see if we took these out. Nope, we took it out. If that's right. Let me see here. 390. Nope, didn't take it. We took it out. So anyway, we got another inside 60 here, but you can see the slight higher high and then these slight lower lows coming into here. So we still got to get out of here. So we'll be minding this outside day from yesterday coming into the new week. Today, just watching these 60s. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, Diamonds gapped up a little better, and now inside on the 60, which we can expect because things are really drying up here. But we'll see. Diamonds still discernibly on the week, 2 down, 2 up, and getting closer to being an outside month to the upside. But these 60s need to resolve, and we need to get out of these tight ranges. If we go to small cappers, small cappers a little worse, and coming down into here, taking out yesterday's lows. Right now, also they're all inside on the 60. So, if we're going to get any movement, I'd be mindful of these inside 60s and what they do. If anything, group-wise or sector-wise, I should say, XLP and XLP having an all right little day here, just kind of creeping up here, and you can see that weekly was nice. Hammer, counter, shooter, and going up into the highs for the outside month, and that's your usual suspects, your Procter and Gamble. Here, still going to the highs. You've got Colgate here having a nice little day on the RevStrat week. Inside, down, boom, comes back to this range here. We'll see. Like I said, it's lackluster and it's a Friday, so we'll see. If anything, there's a couple big boys holding us up. Apple doing what apples do, going into the highs just very gradually. So, like I said, the trading a little lackluster. If we go to Costco. And so, especially when we come into strat time, each day, it's like what you're hearing me say. I'm like, we want to find nice long red and green bars, right? That means the buyers are aggressive, and so far they've been aggressive in Costco, bringing this thing up. It's got a little bit more room for all-time highs. However, it would be a 3-1 on the week coming in next week, even if we don't make it. Still an inside month, but driving a little bit higher. It was a little quick. See if there's any good 15s. Even a little bit quick for the 15s, but now you got a little bit of corrective activity. We'll see if that sets up for us. If we go to MA, and MA here, nice little week, 2 down, 2 up, and going towards the highs. And once again, you're going to be able to see this broadening formation clear as day. These guys here, and these guys here, like so. And we've been watching this back and forth, right? A lot. So we've seen this, and now that's trying to come back up. That gives you an outside month last month and potentially another outside month. If this can keep going right now, we'll see. It went inside on the 60 here and then pops up, and that's your way in. If you go to SGMA, and SGMA, not sure what's going on here, but had a nice big pop on the 60. Now we'll see if it goes inside the 60. Stuck potentially inside 60 here. Still look on this here. You can see the outside month by taking out both sides and now looking to do it again. Coming back through the previous range, right? And this is what you can expect. You hear me talk about mother bar. A mother bar is anything before a 1 here. This is the mother bar of this inside bar. And until you can get out of here, we expect price discovery to start over again, which it did. And you can see this in here. You get your higher high, your lower low, your slight higher high, your lower low, and now looking to come back up for the internal broadening formations. It's completely within these 2 weeks, right? So we'll see how that goes. If we go to Moderna, and Moderna gaps down, but then has been powering back. So how's that 30 looking? 30, was this a lower low? Yeah, so here on the 30, what you'd look for is goes down, comes back up. Now, it poked up here to go 2 down, 2 up reversal, but that failed and came back in. But this took out a lower low, so you can go 2, 2, 2 continuation for these two to become an outside bar of that. And if that works, you get a little bit more out of it, which you are. That's 60 looking. There you go, on the 2 down, 2 up on the 60. Now just stalling out a little bit. This market really drying up here, folks, so be careful. If you go to FTNT, and FTNT, once again, outside week last week by taking out both sides and now coming back. Probably going to run out of time on this, but then you can get that compound 3. So this would have gone outside, it's just running out of time. So we'll keep an eye on that. Right now you got that inside 60 in here. Like so many things, it's just stalling out. If you go to ePay, and ePay, outside monther over here, and an outside week coming back through range. So you got some exhaustion risk by taking out all these recent highs. Then you'd have to climb this mountain, right? So a nice little morning. Just have to see if it sets up again. If you go to the 30, see this again here. It's slight lower low, 2, 2, and these two become an outside bar of that, and then sits up there like so. If we go to Centene, CNC, Centene's fading a little bit now. Had a nice little morning, but did what it was supposed to do. The 2 down, the 2 up. And now you can see that higher highs and the lower low here. These two become an outside bar of all that on the week, and you can see the price discovery in here. Higher high, lower low, and now the higher high. Boom. There's your broadening formation there. So exhaustion risk and fading a little bit now. If you go to LITE, and LITE, been talking about this one all week, and still going off this. The 322 on the week, outside bar, poke down, boom. When this took that, we're looking to at least take this out, hoping to take that out. And the good part is it has been higher in the past here, and then still good, still going, right? Real nice. So we'll see if that does anything. All right, watching these 60s back off just a tad. If we go to the downside, you go to UPST. So we always want to make sure you're going after things that are taking out yesterday's lows or highs, right? And make sure you're not trading inside days, right? All right. So here you go. Sold off a little bit on the 2 up, 2 down yesterday. Still going to try and become an outside bar of all these guys. So you got a little bit more room on that. Still fading on the month as well. And right now you can see that thing still dropping. If we go to, here's an inside 30. Outside, inside, down she goes. If we go to W, after yesterday, real nice follow through here. The 2 up, triangle out, boom, 2-2 reversal on the daily, down into here, and then another follow through because you got that shooter counters hammer on the month, taking all these guys out. So we'll see if anything more comes of that. Now inside on the 60, like many, many things. If you go beyond the meats, Taco Bell kicked them out. So they're coming in again. So you can see that corrective activity, and then boom, 2-2 reversal yesterday, and now the follow through back through this range for these to try and become an outside bar of all this stuff here. Taking out last month's lows, that's something I'd want to know about. If you go to Overstock, and Overstock inside in the 60 like many things here, but still following through on that monthly 2-2 reversal. 2 up, 2 down, still following through. And here's what they wait for. Triangle they out on the daily. 2 up, boom, 2-2 reversal, and then 3 days following through for these guys to become an outside bar of that, right? Still going so far over stock. If we go to BNTX, BNTX gaps down and stays down on the 2 up, 2 down reversal on the week. Let's see if there's any good 15ers in there. She got the opening 15 here, 2, 1, 2, and then just drift, and let her go. If you go Amazon, Amazon looking. Amazon taking out a 3-day range. See these guys here? Yesterday was a 2, 1, 2 down, right? But once again, when I talk about the mother bar, this didn't get out of this. So these two become a compound inside bar, right? Because you could not get outside of that range. So today, boom, you could take it right there and down she goes. We'll see if anything more comes of that. Here's a little triangle out on the 15er. How's that 30 looking? 30, slight higher high. Boom, 2-2 back down. We'll see if that keeps it going. If you go to RH, in RH, some people continue to watch the gap list more than 1 day, because here you can see when it closed out down here, much closer to a 2-2 reversal. 2 up, boom, and you got it right there on the opening, and down she goes. How's the 60 looking on this? It looks like just missing the 60. We'll see. If we go to Roku, so a lot of lessons on compound stuff right here. And so compound Roku would have been an outside day, just ran out of time yesterday. So it was a 2 up and then finishes the job. These two became an outside bar of that this morning. Now you got an inside 60 like many things. Still just a doji on the month though, so we'll see how that goes. If we go to iRobot. It's the 3-2 down daily. Outside day, shooter, boom. Buying was rejected up here. Comes down and boom, finishes them off, still being rejected. You can see this nice corrective activity here, and then down she goes off the week, down she goes below the month. So iRobot's still selling. If you go to a 30, you would see this here, the inside 30 right there, and down she goes. If we go to Etsy, and Etsy just taking out yesterday's lows. 3-day range. You can see all that kind of stuff getting taken out to try and get down here to take that out to become a compound 3 outside bar of that, right? So Etsy's still heavy, and certainly can keep an eye on this because of this. The outside month 3, 2 up, boom. Here for the rest of the month, I want to know about Etsy below 235.19. You're there, and we're looking to go all the way down here. 194.37. We'll see if that continues. If we go to Coinbase, remember we were looking at this one, the rough one yesterday here, and that was the 2-1-2 reversal inside day. 2, boom, boom. Right now we're looking for these guys to become an outside bar of these two, and so you got a little more magnitude on that. If we go take that out, down here below 244.46, all right, and you can see this here on the 30, the slight higher high, 2 up, boom, 2-2 reversal on the 30 right now, looking to take all this kind of stuff out. We'll see. If we go to DOCS, DOCS, and DOCS just here on the weekly, the 2 down, the 2 up, and then boom, these two become an outside bar of that. Red on the month, and just going towards the lows of the week. We'll see if there's anything more that comes of that. How's that 60 looking? And maybe getting yourself an inside 60 over there. If we go to URI, and URI, once again, compound 1. These two were still stuck in this thing. So when it took out this low this morning, you can take that. It's a compound inside bar. Boom, down it goes. It also takes out 3 days of the range. Nice little push down into here. We'll see if that sets up again for us. If you go to Coop, and Coop, I've been watching this one for a while. Here's the old running formation here and coming all the way back on that monthly, still falling apart. Outside day yesterday, so this buying was still being rejected as far as we know. If we go to AMC for those apes, AMC, here's the triangle of the out. 2 up, 2-2 reversal yesterday. Now these looking to become an outside bar of all that stuff. So far, still an inside week. So that could, if it stays like that, we'll still keep it on the radar as an inside week and down 2-1-2 continuation next week. Right now, inside on the 60, as you can see. And how about FIGS? And FIGS inside on the 60 right now, and you can see this thing having all sorts of problems going to the lows of ever. So you got a little bit of exhaustion risk. And you can see here how it stops some of these guys out. There's your broadening formation. And now the expansion. Boom. These became an outside bar of all that stuff and still going. So we'll see how that goes. So like I said, a little lackluster in here as we try and break these inside 60s, but and Moderna goes to the highs. So just be aware of that. Tight range SPY. We need to get out of this if we're going to have some real good trend days, which we have not had. All right, that's going to do it for today. Hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, Smith & Black. Strat Time Report.